so here, and this is going to be a total body kettlebell circuit workout. So we're going to work through 3 rounds of our kettlebell circuit, all standing. Have a medium to heavy kettlebell, one that you can work with upper body as well as lower body. Let's get started off with our jumping jacks. So keep it light and loose. This will be pretty much a non-impact workout. As you need to adjust, please do. And let's turn over with butt kicks. Good, high knees. And back to the beginning, jumping jacks. Good, all right. Go ahead, take a pause for a second. Still getting the body warm. Reach overhead. We're gonna pull down with a butt kick. So let's start to activate those arms, back, chest, shoulders, squeezing as you bring it down. Good, and same thing, we'll pull in now as you bring each knee up. Draw those elbows together behind you. All right, from here, big arm circle, big hip circle, into a squat. Arm circle, hip circle, squat. Alternate with a reverse lunge. So take a big step back in that lunge, keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. In today's workout, we will have lunges. We're going to be passing. You can choose to at the same time as a lunge. So we will be reaching forward, but it won't be a rounded back. It's going to be a hinge. So let's start to hinge with our lunge. A little bit of a hinge. Reach out in front of you. Good. All right, from here, touch that floor with alternating deadlifts. Good. And grab your kettlebell. Doing 1 deadlift, 1 squat, 1 lunge. One more time. 1 deadlift, 1 squat, 1 lunge. Okay? Take a quick drink of water. You got 10 seconds, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. 3 rounds through. We're going to start off with our lunges. So stepping backwards into our lunge, holding that kettlebell in one hand, and you step those feet together. Let's get started. Switch sides. Again, as you step those feet together, switch your hands to that kettlebell. Again, keeping those shoulders stacked over the hips for this round through. With each round, we're going to progress each exercise, make it a little more challenging, incorporating more balance, more power. Good. Short break. All right, next we're going to do alternating deadlift. So thinking about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. We're going to put that kettlebell on the ground between each rep. Pick it up in one hand. Switch it over. All right, so when you're ready, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Again, switching at the bottom, noticing, working through the hinge. This is the circuit workout. So circuit workouts, okay, we're using some strength moves and getting a little bit of a cardio effect because we're not taking long breaks. And we're going back to back, using full body movements. So getting the best of both worlds. One of my favorite things about the kettlebell. And rest. All right, next we're gonna work overhead with a press. So you can hold it by the horns, by the handles, and press like so. If your kettlebell is pretty heavy, it might be a little better to grab around the base. Right, but you can use multiple kettlebells as you'd like. This will be our more upper body round. Let's go. You can say round, I guess. Interval exercise. We have 6 of them, 3 rounds. So making sure that we're pulling that belly in, making sure our hips are not sneaking past us in the front. Again, push a pace that works for you. Don't compromise your form. Break. All right, next are our squats. So again, keeping it very simple this first round, and then we're gonna progress. So don't you worry, keeping it short and sweet. After this, let's hold that kettlebell in a front rack. You can hold it down below. I just feel like when we tend to hold it at the bottom, we tend to hinge. So don't try to touch our kettlebell to the floor. If you are, let's get started with our squats.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view.
Again, push a pace that you'd like. If your kettlebell's heavier, let's go a little bit slower. That's fine. It's a little lighter. Maybe pick up the pace a little bit more.
Catch me if I fall.
Good, and rest. Okay, next we have our swings. So working from that hinge, right? We don't want to reach low with that kettlebell. We want to keep it just in the pockets of the hips. So elbows glued to the body. Start with a little hinge. Let that bell get higher. We're going to go to eye level to start. Let's begin. Russian swings. So notice a couple hip thrusts, and I'm getting that bell eye level. So notice my elbows, they look like they're glued to my waist, okay? We want all the power to come from the glutes, from the lower half, while our arms are just there to guide the weight. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna put that kettlebell down for a minute. Incorporate a little more cardio. Last exercise of the circuit, we have sprawls. So hopping or stepping into a plank and getting back to a stand. Again, sprawls, let's begin. So I know this one's unweighted. I did say all standing again. I guess this one's not completely all standing. But we're not getting on our backs. We're not really getting on the floor for any long amount of time. Okay, that was our first round. Going into our second, starting back with our lunge. This time we're gonna pass. So we're stepping back, passing through our leg in the front. If that's too hard or the back just isn't liking it, you can continue with that reverse lunge and passing at the top. Let's begin. So again, hinging from the waist and not rounding my back, okay? So again, hinge from the waist as we pass underneath. explosive with the hips, and pull that kettlebell up to midline, just use your chin, move to like an upright row. Let's get to it, alternate hands. Again, explosive as you pull up. Think you're zipping your zipper. Just want to keep that kettlebell close to the body. It's not a slingshot. And rest. Okay, going back to that more upper body interval. We have a curl and press. So again, you can grab it by the base, or you can grab it by the horns. Curl it up, press overhead. It's that simple. Okay, again, check in with your core. Hold that belly in, make sure you're not sinking forward. Let's begin. So curl, press, bring it right back down. So this will just let you catch your breath a little bit, because our last 3 exercises, we're really going to turn it up. 10 seconds left. If your kettlebell is heavy, this is challenging. Just do your best. Slow down the reps a little bit, that's fine. And rest. All right, next we have squat clean. So 2 options. Got 1, 2. With 2 hands, right side in our clean, we're gonna pop that kettlebell up, we grip and squat down, or we have single hand and alternate. All right, so again, it's 2, stand up with your deadlift, regrip, and squat down. All right, let's begin. It's up to you. If that kettlebell is heavy, this might be a better option for you. Otherwise, we're going single. All right, notice I'm getting that high pull, right, technique in there. Not flipping the kettlebell over. I know it looks like that, but I'm twisting through. Almost there. 1 more. And rest. Whew. Okay. Next, we're back to our swings. This time, we're going to take that kettlebell all the way overhead. So I touched on keeping those elbows closed. When we go overhead, same thing. The kettlebell is going to look like it's traveling straight down and then coming out a little bit. All right, so let's begin. We just need more power in those hips to get it all the way overhead. Okay? So it looks like the kettlebell is taking kind of a weird path. That's because I'm allowing my elbows to stay close, so that way my hips are doing the power work. If this is too much, stick with the Russian swing, going eye level. And rest. All right, have that kettlebell down on the floor in front of you. Feet about hip width, about a foot behind. You're gonna step or hop out for that sprawl and stand up with the deadlift. All right, so starting in 5 seconds, get ready. If that's too much, you could just do regular deadlifts, maybe with the knee tuck afterwards. Let's go, sprawl and stand. I did say with your feet behind it and kind of over my kettlebell. Do what works for you. And rest. All right, that was round 2. Final round. Last round, best round. Get ready to rock and roll. We're going back to the top with our lunges. This time, a curtsy pass. Okay, so we're gonna pass that kettlebell during our curtsy. So we're stepping back and behind. If that's too hard on your knees, continue with that reverse lunge. Let's get to work. If the pass is still too much, you can do the curtsy and pass at the top. Okay, make it work for you. Again, hinging through those hips. Good, rest. Okay, next we're gonna move on to a kettlebell snatch. All right, so really it's one-handed. So starting from the floor, coming up with that high pull, but we're dipping and letting that kettlebell follow through. If that's too hard, you haven't done it before, just stick with those alternating high pulls. Let's begin. Alternating snatch. For those of you that are confident with the snatch, make sure you're not flipping that kettlebell and banging it on the wrist. I know it looks like that, but I'm pulling and shooting my hand through, twisting. Okay, so I am not flipping it over, I'm twisting it through on the way. All right, a little bit of a breather before we turn it up to finish. We have a curl press and extension. So again, if that kettlebell's heavier, use your lighter one, or take your time, go a little bit slower. Maybe take out the extension if it's too much. We're gonna curl, press, and tricep extend. If your kettlebell's heavy, and you're not getting a lot of reps, just stick with the push press. Let's begin. So curl, press, and extend. Curl, press, extend. Okay? Really simple. Focusing a little more on just the upper body. So for two-handed, we're going to clean it up, re-grip, catch with our squat, finish with a press. Otherwise, single hand, up with our squat clean, and finish the press. We're combining it into all one big move. Okay, it's not squat, clean, press, or clean, squat, press. All right, it's a cluster. So clean, re-grip, squat and press, or single side, same exact thing, just switching hands to another one of the two-handed for you. Try to be powerful on your way up. Powerful with our hips, with the clean. Push at pace. And rest. All right, 2 more exercises and we're done. Next we have our hand-to-hand swing. So bringing that bell back to Russian level, eye level. All right, we're gonna come up with one side. Switch at the top, not at the bottom. Okay, again, too much. Just stick with your A swing or a regular swing. Let's begin. That kettlebell might not get quite as high since it's one-handed. Notice I'm getting a little bit of a twist through the core. That's how it's supposed to feel. Good, and rest. All right, final move of the day, you guys. We have a burpee deadlift. So we're gonna hop down with our burpee, Chest comes to the floor. Hop or step it up. Stand up with that deadlift. Okay, so we have to adjust a little bit. Getting started. Let's begin. Last exercise. Best exercise. Let's do it. If you really want some extra credit, you can come up with that high pull. And rest. Woo! That's it, you guys. Let's find some arm circles. March in place, shake it out. Deep breaths. Awesome job. It's short, it's sweet, but it's a burner. Good. And let's take a wide stance. Just crisscross in a little mini lateral lunge as we shake it out. Woo! If you like this workout, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section what you liked about it. Open up those hips and shoulders if you liked this style of workout, or you want to see something in particular. I'll do my best to make it happen. All right, and subscribe. That way every time I post a new workout, you can join me and stay fit together. Good. All right, let's just hinge from the hips, opening up the back of the legs. And as always, if you need to take some extra time to do some static stretching, please do. Big step forward, open up that side, open up that hip flexor, switch. One more on each. Good. All right, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Stay strong, stay tough.